Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video which is going to be all about the Dalia Divin range from Givenchy. If you're new here, then welcome. It's all about perfumes here. Do subscribe if you're not already, and let me know your requests for perfume reviews down below in the comments. This was, like I said, a request. I've seen it come up a few times, so I thought now was the perfect time to film it because I have been trying these for a while. There's 4 in the range that you can get, and I've been trying to decide which one to get, and eventually I ended up getting the Eau de Parfum. So let me take you through my thought process of how I went through the range and how I ended up choosing this one. So the Dalia range from Givenchy has been out since I think 2011, so about 10 years. And originally they had this Dalia Noir and it had Alicia Keys, I think, as the face of the fragrance, and I really liked it actually. And it was actually when I was selling this, and I remember going on the training that Givenchy ran on it, and I was really into it. That is now discontinued, and you can maybe you'll find it on eBay for like hundreds of pounds, but it's basically gone. You can't really get it anymore, and now they are all called Dalia de Ven, and then there are 4 different versions. I don't think Dalia is, I think Dalia is like a name rather than a French word, so there isn't a direct translation, but I think the idea is that Dalia is kind of like darling. It's like the name of a beautiful lady. So Dalia de Ven, the Eau de Parfum, is one of these perfumes that has a lot of Mirabelle in. Now what is Mirabelle? It's essentially like a yellowy orangey coloured plum, so it's very, very warm fragrance. It also has a fair amount of patchouli in, which really helps it last. You guys know I love patchouli. It also has peach in, which again is really warm like Mirabelle, and a bit of vanilla but only a hint, and then quite a bit of jasmine as well. So basically this is like a peachy, plummy patchouli. It's very, very feminine. The jasmine and the patchouli do really come through, so you do get a floral sense in the dry down, but I find this very classy, very comforting, very warming. I find it good for lasting, and I think in general the whole range is quite underrated, as a lot of Givenchy's perfumes are, in my opinion. I love the Irresistible range, I love the Ange Demon range. For whatever reason, Givenchy just isn't as big and famous and best-selling as other brands, but so as a result you can often get them at quite good prices. And as always guys, links down below to where you can get these. I will find them at good prices for you. Yeah, and I think, you know, if you look at the packaging, it's all very exquisite and high-end. It almost looks like a sort of classic traditional Givenchy with this sort of, I don't know what the word is, like textured, you know, it looks very, very classic. And then the larger size is like a small fat bottle. So let's talk about the others in the range. So next one is Nectar, Dalia de Ven Nectar. This is an Eau de Parfum, and this is probably my favorite bottle because the lid has all these like sparkly gold flakes in it, so I think it's really beautiful. The reason why I didn't choose this is because it doesn't have the patchouli in, so it doesn't have as much lasting power in my opinion. It is really nice though, and I would definitely wear it because it has tonka bean and it has vanilla in, so it's really warm, but rather than that Mirabelle patchouli, you're getting this vanilla tonka bean, and then it also has a lot of mimosa in as well, so adding an element of greenness to it. But I personally love the peachiness of this one, which I'm missing from the Nectar, but they're both Eau de Parfum, so they are both good for lasting, but personally I think that the original Eau de Parfum is better for lasting than the Nectar version. So next we have Dalia de Ven Nude. Again, this is an Eau de Parfum and the bottle has a transparent lid. Now on first spray, this is my favorite. Like in those first 5, 10, 15 seconds when you smell it, it is my favorite because it has apricot in, and you guys know I love peach, apricot, anything like that. It also has a bit of muskiness to it, which really comes through in the dry down, and osmanthus, which is personally not one of my favorite fragrance notes. So for me, the perfect fragrance here would be if they were to take the original, take the apricot from the nude and add it in, so this becomes even like very fruity and warm. So initially the nude I really like. I think it is lighter than the other two eau de parfums that we've talked about. So if you do like apricot and you're looking for something not quite as heavy patchouli as this is, like, I'd accept that it won't be as good for lasting, but you will probably prefer that lighter, closer smell, then I think the nude is nice. But I guess the clue's in the name, you know, nude, very much about a skin scent, a warm, cuddly scent that you can smell near you rather than like a big, loud scent that everyone else can smell. And then lastly, and I think the most recent release, we have Dalia de Ven Initial. Now this is an eau de toilette and replaces the original eau de toilette that came out after the eau de parfum. Again, that's quite hard to find now. So rather than having eau de parfum, eau de toilette, they have eau de parfum, Nectar, nude and Initial. So Initial is quite different. It is very much a light eau de toilette. It has some very light notes in, so a light magnolia, a light lotus, a bit of muskiness, so a bit of a nod towards the nude, but essentially this is a very fresh, light floral. So if you're looking for something very simple, clean, feminine, then this is very much, you know, the classic eau de toilette. It's like the baby sister of the eau de parfums. It's light, it's carefree, it's spring, it's innocent. It has a really nice blood orange and zesty limey notes in the Initial spray as well, and I love those zesty notes, but for me it just isn't strong enough. It doesn't last long enough. I personally tend not to really wear eau de toilettes because they're just not strong enough for me, but if that is the kind of thing you're looking for, then of course this is going to be the best for you. Well, it is the only eau de toilette in the range. As always, there are some really beautiful body products which go with these, again in very like high-end, nice packaging, but overall I do think that this is a really underrated range. Definitely the kind of thing that you could get someone as a gift, and it's probably unlikely that they already have it, which is a shame but true. And I love this whole sort of 1930s Art Deco style. I'm really into that style, and yeah, I just think Givenchy is so underrated. I've done other Givenchy videos which I'll leave linked down below, so check them out if you don't know much about the brand. They have a fruitier range, Irresistible, and then Angie Demon again is like really cool and very unique range. So yeah, I do really like them. So that's it guys. I hope you found that review helpful, useful. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Of course, I always love to see your comments below, so let me know which one you prefer from the range. Do you miss the ones that were discontinued? Do subscribe if you're not already, and that's it. So I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.